All right, let's talk about one of the biggest revolutions happening right now, and that's the incredible impact of artificial intelligence on medicine. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory anymore. It's a reality. It's reshaping, well, pretty much everything, from the deepest research labs all the way to your doctor's office.
I mean, just stop and think about this for a second. What if? What if we could actually stop diseases before they even start? Or what if we could design, from scratch, custom cures for the world's absolute worst superbugs? You know, the ones that laugh at our best antibiotics. It really does sound like something straight out of a movie, doesn't it?
Well, here's the thing. That's the most incredible part. This isn't science fiction. It's not some far-off future we're dreaming about. This stuff is happening right now. These breakthroughs are being published in top scientific journals and are literally being put to use in hospitals as we speak.
Okay, so let's dive into our first big topic, designing life from scratch. We're going to start at the very, very beginning. I'm talking the microscopic level. We're going to see how AI isn't just being used to analyze life anymore. Now it's being used to actually design it. Yeah, you heard that right.
Okay, to really get this first breakthrough, you gotta know about this little guy, the bacteriophage. Now, the easiest way to think about it, it's like a programmable smart missile, but for superbugs. It's a type of virus that has one job, to infect and kill bacteria. And because it's so specific, it's a phenomenal potential weapon against all those nasty, drug-resistant infections.
So check this out. What you're seeing here is a genuine world first. Basically, researchers fed an AI a bunch of information about a known virus. The AI, these models called EVO1 and EVO2, then crunched the data and came up with over 300 brand new viral genomes. Just designed them. Then scientists took those AI blueprints, went into the lab, and actually built them from scratch. And get this, 16 of the resulting viruses worked. They successfully killed a drug-resistant strain of E. coli. This is a huge milestone. It is the first time an AI has designed totally new, functional, genome-scale genetic code from the ground up. Okay, so designing viruses from scratch, that's absolutely mind-blowing. But that's just the beginning. What if AI could do more than just build cures? What if it could actually look into your future and see the diseases hiding in your data long, long before you ever feel a single symptom? Yeah, let's see how that's being done. All right, meet Delphi 2M. This thing is basically a forecast for your future health. It's an AI model that was trained on a truly massive data set. We're talking 2.3 million patient records from the UK and Denmark. And by looking at everything, your lifestyle, your medical history, demographic data, it can forecast your risk for over 1,000 different diseases. We're talking about things like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and it can predict this stuff up to 20 years in advance. This is a total game changer, right? It's a fundamental shift away from just treating sickness to actually predicting and preventing it.
So, we've seen AI in the lab designing life and predicting our health decades from now. And that's amazing. But how does all this breakthrough stuff actually make its way from the lab to the bedside? Into the real-world hospital where doctors and nurses are on the front lines every single day.
This quote from Jefferson Health really hits the nail on the head. It captures the philosophy that so many healthcare systems are adopting right now. The key idea here is augmentation, not automation. The goal isn't to replace doctors and nurses with robots. It's about giving them superpowers, automating all the tedious paperwork and grunt work so they can focus on what only humans can do best, actually caring for patients.
And speaking of that, just look at this number, 10 million. That's the number of clinician hours that Jefferson Health is aiming to reclaim by 2028 using AI. 10 million hours. And think about what that means. This isn't just about being more efficient. It's about fighting burnout. It's about giving doctors and nurses more time to actually sit and talk with their patients, to connect on a human level. It's about turning AI into more time and, ultimately, more trust.
And believe me, this isn't just one hospital's dream. It's really happening all over the place. We're seeing AI tools getting official FDA clearance, like Tempus AI's Pixel platform, which helps with advanced cardiac MRIs. You've got world-class hospitals like Mount Sinai opening up entire research labs just for AI and cardiology. And then you have universities like Harvard releasing free tools, like PDGrapher, that's already helping find new targets for things like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, and cancer. And it does it 25 times faster. The progress is it's broad, and it's accelerating like crazy.
Okay, so with this much power and things moving at this speed, we have to take a step back, right? We have to start asking the really big questions about what this all means for our future. The potential is obviously enormous, but you know what? So are the perils and the challenges that come along for the ride.
And really, this is the core tension, isn't it? It's a classic double-edged sword. For every incredible promise, like, hey, cures for superbugs, there's a serious peril, like creating new biosafety threats. We can predict diseases decades early, which is amazing, but that brings up huge questions about data privacy and fairness. We can give doctors more time, but actually integrating these complex tools into a hospital is a massive challenge. So yeah, the promise is reshaping medicine, but it absolutely demands that we are responsible and thoughtful about how we roll it out.
So here's the bottom line. AI is rewriting the code of life itself, and it's completely changing the practice of medicine. It's moving out of the realm of science fiction and into our lives, into our doctors' offices. The ultimate question isn't just, what can this technology do? The real question is, what will we do with it? So, are we ready to write the rules, the ethical rules, the practical rules that are going to guide this incredible new power? That's something we all need to think about. Thanks for tuning in.